This segment contains offensive material, and if you don't like it, we have 2 words for you.
Jabroni, Jabroni, Oh, it doesn't matter how you spell jabroni.
Name something that gets passed around. Chris.
A joint.
A joint.
You jabronis hit the jackpot, and then all of a sudden, you're jumping around like a bunch of idiots.
Ladies and gentlemen, heels and heelettes, welcome back to the next edition of Joints and Jabronis. I am your boy Chris G, aka Don Juan Jabroni. I am joined here by my co-host, Mary Jane, in joint form, of course, ready to give you, let me explain something. I started taking over Blunt Impact, doing my Impact review, so now Joints and Jabronis is a little bit more spaced out. It's monthly now. So what we're going to do today is get into the Jabronis, Jabroskis, Jabotches, everything, well not everything, but most of the shit that happened in February. The first thing we want to do is light this shit up, but we're going to do it different. I want you guys at home to light it up with me. So when I count to 3, like a Claymore kick, we're going to light this shit up and it's going to Claymore kick the fuck out of us. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh yeah. So the first segment we're going to jump into this month is Jabotched. Jabotched number 1 goes to my man Kofi Kingston. Now this wasn't really a Jabotch, but it looked like it fucking hurt. So you know what? We're going to put picture in picture right there, and you're going to watch it while I smoke.
Kingston now launches himself over the top rope and a trust fall.
Back is broken.
What, a vertebrae or what portion?
Spinal.
Fuck. My man almost broke his back. I knew air Kofi was a thing, but I didn't think Kofi hitting the floor was a thing. You heard the sound that shit made when his back hit? His back must be made of steel to not feel that shit. Kofi's back is probably harder than a botched ass job in Dominican Republic. Our next Jabotch, this one's an actual Jabotch, goes to my other guy, Darby Allin. Producer, can you roll that shit?
Fans are wondering what's next, and we're going to find out. Oh! Darby!
Did Darby come up short?
I think he did. I think he missed completely.
Hey, it happens. Guys mistime their jumps, they mistime their speed, they mistime shit, they misjudge everything, angles, whatever. It happens. It's wrestling. It's wrestling. This motherfucker didn't even come close though. I don't know what happened because it looked like his momentum was gonna bring him straight there, and then just like as soon as he got midair, he just like dropped. He dropped faster than WWE stock after the first XFL announcement. Since this month produced Super Shitdown or Super Showdown or Super Shit Show, whatever you want to call it, it's only right that this month's throwback Jabotch goes back to the very first Saudi Arabia show that WWE had. So producer, let's roll that shit.
Dinner with many princes and very important people, and he just...
Oh my God, what the heck? What did Titus just... I can't believe what I just saw.
World Slide! I'm not gonna lie, I think that was the last time anybody has ever seen Titus O'Neil, like, ever. I think he's still sliding under the ring in Saudi. Our next segment for the month will be the Jabronis of the month. Our first Jabroni of the month is gonna go to Bully Ray. Bubba Ray Dudley, Bubba Ray Dudley. At Ring of Honor, Free Enterprise. He and Maria Manic had a spot in which Maria Manic got a concussion and Bully Ray did not apologize. Let me start off by saying it's never okay to hit a woman. But if you're gonna hit a woman in the wrestling ring and you get her hurt, at least apologize, bro. I get it, it's wrestling. That's how the business goes. There's old school rules in the business, right? I'm pretty sure one of them is if you hurt the other person by accident, you apologize. Unless he was trying to hurt her, Just don't be a jabroni about it. Say I'm sorry. Maybe she's just full of shit and she did a boo-boo by herself and just accusing him of some shit. I don't know, man. I wasn't there. But it looks like this issue is blown over. Our next jabroni of the month, unfortunately, is my man Teddy Hart. On February 11th, he got charged with possession of a controlled substance. 3. That's big shit. That's big shit. With the intent to sell. That's fucked up. It's really fucked up. You know, I don't even want to say nothing bad about the guy because I actually like Teddy Hart. But he's one of the classic examples of guys who can't get out of their own way. He's basically looking in the mirror at himself and just going, like every time he tries to move that way. Anyway, I feel for him and his cats. I have a cat of my own, so don't be a jabroni. Hopefully this shit just blows over. He gets some probation or something. Gets back in the ring, does what he gotta do. My next jabroni of the month is this fucking coronavirus. Man, that shit basically the flu on steroids. That flu been doing Celtic workouts with Sheamus. But due to the outbreak of the coronavirus, New Japan Pro Wrestling has decided to either cancel or reschedule the New Japan Cup. And that was supposed to take place between March 1st to the 15th. Our next segment for the month is the Jabroskis of the month. Our first Jabroski of the month goes to Alicia Fox. We haven't seen Alicia in a long time, and it's because she's been recovering, she's been on the path to sobriety, and she just celebrated 6 months. So for that, we congratulate her here at True Heel Heat. 6 months, shit, I could barely go 6 minutes. What can I say? I love Mary Jane. She loves me too. My other Jabroski for the month is Macaulay Culkin. My man canceled his trip to WrestleMania. Basically because Goldberg beat The Fiend for the Universal Championship. I'm not mad Goldberg won the Universal Championship. I'm mad that WWE doesn't give a fuck about long-term planning. They don't give a fuck about their hot characters. It's all about the top dollar. And that's fine. It's a business. That's why my joints are elite nowadays. That's besides the point. Macaulay Culkin spent his hard-earned Home Alone money that he's still making to this fucking day on a trip to Tampa. And then he canceled it because of the WWE booking and creative and overall decisions and direction of the company. And for that, Macaulay, we smoke for you. This shit don't happen on Blunt Impact. On to our last segment of the month, Throwback Jabroni. Now, because we were reviewing February, it's only right that our Throwback Jabroni represents love for Valentine's Day, right? I could have went in a different direction, but just like Mr. Freeze, I don't want that heat. So this month's Throwback Jabroni is the Latin Lover. This guy looks like the guy who sang Rico Suave. Rico, He had the long hair. He was, he's brolic. I feel like the WWF at the time only used him like twice. Pretty sure I seen him coming in a Royal Rumble. Maybe a Monday Night Raw too. Anyway, he's somewhere down in CMLL still doing his thing. I can't say that 5 times fast. CMLL, I'm higher than a bird's fart. Subscribe, like, comment. True Heel Heat, YouTube, Facebook, everything. You know the deal. This is where you can follow me. I ain't even gonna say it no more. I botched the last episode of Blunt Impact. I was supposed to put it and I didn't do it. I'm your boy Chris G. For my co-host Mary Jane. See you next time. Get out the way. Can't see my nose, dick. Get out. Out. Afuera, coño. My cat's a dick.